Sunday night. Cat, is it really Sunday night already?
It is. I think I need another book. Hang on, you're out of the frame.
Okay.
Hold
Our
on.
high tech studio situation here.
Podcasting?
Yeah, that's a good book. Let me see that. What is that?
This is podcasting.
Oh, for dummies. See,
For dummies.
You guys be sitting on top of this.
Uh-huh.
Remember when we bought that?
Yeah, a long time ago.
We were like, let's be podcasters.
It's actually quite complicated.
It's a lot more complicated than doing YouTube.
Yeah, can you grab that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can't.
No.
It's so flexible.
It is
All right.
flexible.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah, YouTube is like a snap compared to doing podcasts.
Yeah, it's hard. Hello, Abel D.
Then why do I want to keep going back and doing a podcast?
Anthony Perna, Mexican Spec, Made Muscle, Bill McKiska, Nick Bruni, Fubar.
Fubar.
Josh Homan, did I say that right?
Greetings, one and all.
LTD, Danny Boyd. Jason, yes, John M. Greetings. What's up, Charlie? What's up?
So we all survived the first week of the new year?
Yeah, Happy New Year, D-Truth. We're alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
I don't know. What is going on?
You're supposed to make banter and chit-chat until like questions or statements start coming up. And
Okay.
like I'm totally not bantering and
What
chit-chatting.
would you like to talk about? All right, Anthony Perna says, wait, Tony, is your podcast coming back? I'm trying to move this.
I'm setting up the studio, or I'm setting up the back of the new shop with that in mind. Now, whether or not it actually happens, I don't know. But it's being set up with that in mind.
Can you hear Tony? Because
I'm 2 feet away from the camera. Actually, you're too close. I feel claustrophobic.
You don't have your mic on.
People are watching me like it's like I'm there, you know?
Back.
Yeah.
You're scaring me. Who wrote the book I have on podcasting? Joe Rogan? No.
We
No.
can't.
No.
It's
Can you see it, Tony?
Morris Thomas
Morrison.
wrote that book. And underneath that, you've got WordPress.
Yeah.
Let's see, the missing manual for WordPress.
Uh-huh.
And then all of the other books are facing your way, so I have no idea what they are.
They are. They're about making pizza,
Making pizza.
propagating
Read off-
plants,
Yeah, okay.
backyard homestead,
Okay. Back
heirloom
in.
gardener,
How's Patara
the
doing?
complete
Speaking of,
dog book. I don't know. I'm not watching that.
you're not watching
Orthacea.
Patara.
No, I haven't been.
I saw Patara. You were watching Patara yesterday.
Yesterday? No, I didn't watch it yesterday. No, I haven't been watching much video.
Did you two have a fallout?
No, no, I just haven't been watching much of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Any conspiracy books? I have some, but they're not in my pile under the iPad.
That seems like a conspiracy all by itself.
What? What's this?
I don't know. What conspiracy? Oh wait, I'm wearing glasses. I'm not reading. Suddenly I can see the rest of the room.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
What
Zero says, wait, did I win another book? MK Ultra Kathy. No.
don't we have a book there we could send him?
Who?
Send him the Ron Paul book.
Oh, that's signed.
Yeah.
That's my Ron Paul book.
Zero.
I know. Zero, do you even like Ron Paul? That's my, hang on. That's my Ron Paul book. Look, it's written to us, to Tony and Kathy DeFeo.
Yeah. Look at that.
See?
Because we were out there campaigning for Ron Paul back in the day.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Conspiracy book. I don't know. I don't know if I have any in here. I keep those separate.
Well, send him creative illustrations.
Creative illustrations.
He wants to draw pictures.
This is a rough book. It's oh,
No, that's an expensive book to ship.
it is an expensive book.
Yeah, he doesn't. Want this? Let me know. If this costs a bunch to send through the mail.
It costs a bunch to buy. You don't want to know how much that book costs.
All right, come back over here.
All right.
Pay attention to what we've
But I was
told
looking for conspiracy books.
What happened to that? What was that? Jim Marrs book,
I don't have that.
Rule
anymore.
by Secrecy. That was a
Yeah,
good book.
I had that like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't have that
It all
anymore.
came true. It's all true.
No, not all of it. The end
It,
The end is not true.
they're working on it.
Have you guys read that? That's
That
an
was a
old
great book, yeah.
I bought that in New York. I don't have it anymore.
It had duct tape on the cover.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bet that book was cheaper than half of the college textbooks I had to buy in the 90s. Yeah,
Oh,
those were
that's
expensive
such a
too.
ripoff. They'll change like 3 sentences in a 1,000-page book and make you buy the new
Yeah,
version of it.
Shoehorn Jackson says, Tony, what is your favorite year for the Fox Body Mustang?
Visually, the 4-writer cars.
The what?
4-writer cars.
Oh.
But I have a lot of sentimental attachment to the 87.
You should. Let's see, Abel D. Tony, will you be doing a coffee table picture book of EV is on fire or EV is on fire for dummies? That's pretty funny.
Write that down. Write that down.
Why do you want me to write that down?
I don't know, but that's a good one.
We always write things down and forget.
See, I forgot what it was already.
EV's on fire for
For
dummies.
dummies.
That was Abel D.
Okay.
We'll text it to you.
We'll credit him if we do that book.
Hang on. I'll shut the door. Alright. I'm gonna text it to you, Tony. EVs for dummies. Coffee. Table.
They're going nuts out there. It's like a dog riot.
Okay, I don't know why. What book did you want, Zero? I don't know if he answered about the Ron Paul thing.
Okay.
I'm scrolling back.
How about
Since my mini constitution goes with me everywhere. Awesome. It's good. I don't know if it matters anymore. Though.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, what is going on?
You keep them going. No, you keep them going. I got it. You keep going. Hey!
EV's on fire coloring books. I could make those. That's a good one, Zero. I'll text that to Tony too. Who's gonna buy that? I would buy that for my kids. My grandkids, EV's on fire coloring book. This is the kind that you buy in the store, like for relaxation, right?
They were fighting over it. Shit.
Of course.
I threw like 20 of them on the floor.
Zero says a coloring book. EV's on fire coloring book to go with the table.
Paint, what was it? Paint by numbers?
Paint by numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
See that?
Wait, let me see here.
Don't give away all my books.
Oh, come on. You never touch any of these books.
I have a library. It's a library. What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at. Well, I never really looked at those books.
No?
So I sent one from the Tavistock Institute.
No, that's a conspiracy book.
There you go.
Nobody needs to read that.
Those are the people who invented the Beatles.
Yeah, nobody needs to read that. No, he could start off with the Hidden Persuaders. That's really the greatest
You would
book
let
ever.
go of that book?
Oh no, absolutely not. It's out of print.
Then why are you teasing him with?
Oh, you can find a copy of it. Right? Zero? You can find a copy. It's out of print. Google it. See if it's on Amazon. Tony?
Oh. What's called?
The Hidden Persuaders.
I should have remembered that, right?
Yeah.
Short-term memory. The Hidden
It's actually a great book.
Persuaders. By Vance Packard.
Yeah, by Vance Packard. It sounds like the name of a band.
Oh yeah, it's out there. It's
You can buy it?
yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, send Zero a copy.
So order him one.
All right.
Is it on Amazon?
Let's see.
He's looking. Uncle Tony, Could use a grilled cheese sandwich and a drink with that smoke. Chris Cadman says.
You know, honestly, I was just thinking about grilled cheese this morning. I was craving grilled cheese, but by the time I got back, we went off-roading this morning. So by the time I got back, I was like, kind of like, I'd forgotten. All right.
D-Truth says, Tony, what are the goals for 2024?
To get this book over to 0. There you go. Oh, it's
How much is it?
well, you kind of a shortcut to ventriloquism too. The paperback is only $10.92.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, so
Are you buying that?
yeah, add to cart.
It's in the cart.
Whoa!
What? What?
How is it $89.08?
What did you do?
I don't know.
Because it's out of print. Oh, look, I'll search.
Oh,
for
you
it.
do it. You do
Yeah.
it.
Don't touch the computer.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I came close to doing that. All
Okay.
right. All
I'll
right.
take care of it, Zero. I'll find you a
She'll
copy
get it
that's
to
not
you.
$90.
Yeah.
Zero says my life is continuously improving.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, so Neil Bethune says, hey Tony, what is the liquid used during the cylinder hone for the kitchen rebuild?
Well, I almost always use gasoline, but if I'm doing something in the house, I wouldn't use gas because I've had that experience, and it was different. Did I hone an engine in the house?
You better not have.
No, because we had started doing. Okay, so what happened was I had started doing an at-home engine rebuild, and like I ported the heads in the bathtub. I don't remember. We did like 3 or 4 installments of it, and then I had to stop everything because we were moving from that storage place to the shop we're in right now, and I just stopped it, and then we continued it over the shop. So it wasn't really a home rebuild anymore. I don't remember what we did for honing on that block when we did it in the house.
I don't know. Dr. Art's here.
Dr. Art, what's happening, brother man?
Says, hello, Tony and Kathy. Food videos coming later this week. How about a nice chocolate cheesecake?
I'm not into cheesecake, bro. I like cheese. I like cake. I don't want them combined. But she loves this stuff.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see. I can smell it. Needs to be the new T-shirt. I can smell it.
I can smell it.
Yeah. What Propolic says. Let's see. Go to hell wants a look inside your computer? Probably.
Oh, he's always in there. Everything you own is watching you all the time.
Ralph wants to know, is Tony taking book orders? You can't have my books, Ralph. You have more books than I have.
He has books in languages you
Right,
can't even
exactly.
comprehend. Yeah.
Let's see. Danny Boy, too bad they didn't make a faux 50s, 60s cap to completely disguise the radiator. He just tried to make me say radiator.
Ah,
Because it radiates heat.
radiator.
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 Yeah.
Which is it?
You say tomato, I say tomato. Right? Or something like that?
You say radiator, I say radiator.
Yeah.
That's a good t-shirt.
How would you do it? Like with a line over the A?
I
Is that
suppose.
that would be a good shirt. Write that down.
Write that down.
Write that down. That's a good shirt.
Let's see. You say radiator. I say radiator. That's pretty funny.
Oh,
What?
you said that guy with the Grand Cherokee is still...
What? You're on live, Tony.
I am, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Leave that for another time.
All right, sorry.
Any opinions on Toyota SUVs as dailies? Tim Richardson.
I mean, God, honestly don't even have a clue. I mean, I see them all over the place.
They're cute, aren't they?
They're popular, like the RAV4s and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them, but I see them everywhere, and I I just don't know. It's like that's really out of my wheelhouse.
Radiator.
Radiator.
Radiator. But you said radiator.
I say both. I don't. It just.
Yeah, you switch it off.
Yeah, and I don't do it intentionally. It's just.
Yeah, I do it too. Maybe it's a New York thing. My toilet paper roll beeped when I put it in the holder. They are watching us everywhere.
Everything is watching you all the time. Just get used to it.
What do you mean get used to it?
Well, it's not like it's anything new.
Can we have some privacy, please?
No, that's so 20th century.
Alright, Zero says root and route. Root and route. Route and route.
What do I say? Route. Route. And you say that's another one. I'll say it both ways.
Hello, more come in.
All right.
Let's see. Seth Stahl says, Uncle T, 1964 Dart 225 slant 6 is blowing up badly. Swap it for a low mile engine locally or rebuild it.
I would rebuild it. Well, I mean, it just depends, on your level of ambition. I would rebuild it just so you know what's in there. And it's such an easy engine to do.
Hank Hill sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Hank Hill.
You should do an in-depth video on what spark knock sounds like and what can cause it. Also, what vacuum gauge readings mean besides carb adjustments.
Well, the vacuum thing we've done. We did a couple of different vacuum gauge and vacuum gauge theory videos. I don't remember what they're called, but I know that we did one. One of them keeps popping up every time I turn on the TV. There's a vacuum gauge video that we did pops up, but I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what's in it because it was like 1,000 videos ago, but it's out there. Spark knock video. Let me think on that.
Do you want me to send you a message about it?
No, it's. I got that.
Wash your windshields.
Washer.
No, I don't say that.
What?
Wash.
When we moved here?
Yeah.
Washing powders.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Laundry detergent. When we moved here, they called laundry detergent washing powders.
Washing.
Yeah, and you don't hear that anymore. And
Thank goodness.
and the garden hose pipe.
Terrible. Washing machine, no.
Washing powders.
Oh, good. Lily's barking.
What else is new?
Pell-Mell cigarettes.
Pall Mall. I think that's one of those Mandela effect things. Or there were two. Okay, so seriously, right? Because I remember.
What is for sale?
What?
This is for sale. For sale, lawnmower. Yeah. What is that? What is that about?
Yeah, I know. No, but the Pell-Mell and Pall Mall. Was there two different cigarettes, Pell-Mell and Pall Mall?
No. What are you thinking?
Or was Pell-Mell once Pall Mall?
No.
Or vice versa? Mandela effect.
Nuclear or nuclear? I don't know.
Nuclear. What an idiot used to say that,
Yeah. Let's see. Doug Jones says, I was talking to a few people where I live and none of them had ever heard of EVs catching on fire. Ever.
Well, that's because the media doesn't want to talk about EVs catching on fire. Tell them to Google electric car on fire or electric car in fire, and there's literally thousands of videos out there.
Oh, since they just say Pell-Mell down here, back in Boston, they were more like Palmas. What? We have a lady here calls oil all. I asked her what farm were you picked off.
What farm were you picked off of?
Yeah.
You didn't bring me a cold drink.
I have a cold drink.
But you didn't get one for me.
Well, that's yours. I'm drinking it.
What is it?
Soda.
It is?
Yeah.
I have to sit here and do that. I have to talk.
I'm talking too.
I'm talking more. This is what she leaves me.
I'll get you more.
I've got this for you, honey.
Joe K says, is Kiwi's blue thing a hybrid electric?
I don't know what the hell that thing is. I don't know. You would think I would know, but I have not a clue.
John M says EV makers are scrubbing Google results.
I'm sure they are. It's not just the EV makers. There's a lot of there's a lot of big money for the EV thing, behind the EV thing. So, but you know what? I was expecting. It's a funny thing. I was expecting eventually to get shadow banned. At least have one video shadow banned.
Mm-hmm.
But every anti-EV video we do is getting good numbers. The last one we did the other day.
They want you to do.
Let me see here. 133,000 views. That's not bad. That's not bad. So Google, at least, the YouTube is not like holding the stuff back.
Oh.
Of course, it punished us in other ways.
Right, in other ways it punished us.
Yeah.
Badly.
Ah, please.
What are you going to do? Rick says, hi UTG. I am on the hunt for a 1969 Barracuda radio block-off plate. Different part number than 68 in service manual too. Any ideas where to look?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oof, that's a hard thing to get.
Not a clue.
Dragon's Breath says it's pop, not soda. It's soda.
No, it's only pop in the upper Midwest. It's soda. It's soda. It's soda through like the Northeast and the Mid-South, and I'm not sure what they call it below us in the Deep South.
Let's see. Could somebody 3D print a block-off plate?
Yeah, if you had the
Okay.
if you could get somebody to scan one. I know that exact block-off plate
Yeah.
because I've had them and I've sold them in the past, so I can picture the plate. But yeah, I don't know.
Don't we have one in the Roadrunner, don't we?
The 68?
Didn't we?
No, it's got a thumb wheel.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought we got a block-off plate.
No. You want to put a radio on it?
That's right, yeah. It doesn't work though. D-Truth wants to know, Tony, what's the highest priced car you've ever bought?
What is the highest price?
Probably the Mustang. Right?
Yeah, Mustang. The Mustang. And I swore I would never do that again. And it was cheap. But I'm one of those people, I don't make payments. I'm not a payment person. I have not made a payment on anything since 1988.
Let's see. Heard pop in movies, old timey one, Zero said.
What's that?
Zero says I heard pop in movies, old timey ones.
Yeah. Well, California's pop.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know, wherever I am, I can never
So in
say.
Hollywood, if it was a Hollywood script, then yeah, they'd probably be pop.
Refresco is what we say way south. Mexican spec.
What do you call it?
Refresco.
Oh, that's okay. That's way south. That's like out of the
Yeah.
country south. I think they call them colas in the Carolina, like South Carolina. There's some place.
Some people call it Coke, even
Yeah.
if it's not Coke.
There's some region where they call them Cokes or colas, regardless of what it is. Can I have an orange cola?
Let's see. Stevie B says, hello, Tony, Kathy, UTG, more videos of cruising Tennessee, please.
Yeah, so I went off-roading today with one of my Jeeps, and I didn't shoot any video because it was originally we were just gonna go out with my granddaughters and just go bounce around. My brother Ralph has a Polaris thing, Polaris thing there, and I took one of my XJs, but they didn't want to film anything because I just wanted to go out with my granddaughters. And then at the very last minute, they didn't show up. One of them had a stomach issue or whatever it was, so I went by myself. But Yeah, we have some amazing scenery here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And the place I went today, which I can't mention, I'm not going to mention it because it's one of those things where it's not like a hidden thing or anything like that. It's actually a public road, an unpaved public thoroughfare. Okay, and it's about 5 miles long, give or take. But it's crazy. There's a lot of like stream crossings and stuff like that. I'm not going to say what it was or where it was because they kind of try to keep it low key. There's a lot of private property in that area. But it was just some of the scenery, man, just amazing. Like the way the rock cuts, because there was river crossings, and the rock cuts along the river crossings were just phenomenal.
Let's see. Tanny Boy says I'll have to look for it. Don't know if they sell Faygo here. They're still talking about soda.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which.
Nick Bush says every other YouTuber has been drawn to the negative news of it. It's right up his alley. Get the boomer chair out. Negative news of what?
I have no idea.
Are you drawn to the negative news?
Well, if it bleeds, it leads. You know,
Obviously.
like if I wanted to get 1 million views every video, I know how I could do it. I just don't want to do it. We don't want to be that channel. It's always going after like.
Somebody was like, "Oh, you're that channel."
Yeah, no, we're not. We try not to be that channel. But these are things that affect. Look, the decisions that are being made for us by corporations, by governments, by NGOs. These decisions that are being made for us affect all of us. You know, to one extent or another. They're either going to force your daily into being like an electric or a zero emissions thing, you know, or they're going to force dangerous shit like these buses. They want electric planes. They want to electrify the military. Could you imagine electric tanks? Because that's what they're talking about, right? Electric tanks. You know, the ceasefire. You know, let's do a truce for an hour while we recharge so we can go. No, it doesn't work like that. It's craziness. So it affects all of us, and that's why I feel it's okay for me to like go into these areas.
So Beaker sent me a message, says, Uncle Kathy, I've not received 2 shirts and a sticker from June.
Who's June? Take it up with her.
June. It's January.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, send me the email.
Yeah, send
a
them.
copy of your invoice, and I'll look up the shipping, the tracking number.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happened. UncleTony'sGarage@gmail.com. The tanks would explode before they got hit.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Beaker's laughing, laugh out loud. You think that's funny? It's not funny. It's not funny. June, it's January now.
He was gonna wait for another J month to pop around.
Okay, yeah, alright, so until next June. Or July, maybe. To let me know.
He missed July.
You're killing me. Yeah, just send me an email with the invoice, and I'll look at it. If it was shipped, I mean, the tracking number should be there, because most of those labels were printed at the machine. You should have a message about it. Alright, let's see. That upside down wall outlet is really bugging me.
Yeah, that's a Tennessee thing. They do the outlets upside down, and the door locks are backwards from like where we come from. So if you turn a door lock, usually it's it's this way is locked. Well, it's don't worry about it. I'm gonna you keep them talking for a second.
Why?
Because I'm gonna go check on them, and I'm gonna have to get some soda.
About t-shirts from June.
Mm-hmm. keep them going. Keep them moving.
Okay. Upside down is actually best, especially in the shop. See? When I first moved in this house and I saw that, I almost had a hemorrhage. I was like, why did they build everything like this? Okay, upside down outlet is often a sign that the outlet is controlled by a wall switch. They're all like that. Every single one we have is upside down. Mexican Spec says, any gossip about Tony lately? I think we're all ears. Any gossip? I'm thinking. Trying to think if he did anything that's interesting. I don't think so. He's been pretty boring lately. No, just moving the shop, and that's really not gossip. I don't know. No, nothing new. Maybe they were dyslexic builders. Possibly. The ground pin should be up, so if anything ever drops between the wall and the plug, it won't short out. Interesting. Interesting. Chair ventriloquism. Yeah. What's up, Franco? How you doing? Let's see.
So I left like a big pile of chips. You know, the dog raw
I
hugs.
didn't eat them all, right?
I scattered them all over the house. You're gonna drink it all.
I just want to sip.
It's my rich, creamy ginger ale.
I'm talking. Go ahead.
Here.
Thank you.
So I made sure each of the 4 had one, and I left like another like 10 of them just scattered all over the floor. So they were fighting because we have.
Oh.
Yeah, they all ended up in one pile.
And Lily was standing over them, I bet.
Yeah.
Here's your soda. Okay. Chug it, yeah. Felix says, we're forecast to have very high winds later tonight. That'll force my hand to activate the upstairs stove just to prevent the pilot flame from blowing out. Oh,
Where are you? You having high winds?
I don't know. There's a fire recently. I sent it to you. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He said it was high winds
Okay.
here, but the cars in the driveway were on fire. And the house was on fire. It happened yesterday here.
Here?
Yeah. In Tennessee, here.
It wasn't windy here yesterday.
Yeah, well, there were winds where that was. They had to go bring water in, and they said they pulled one of the cars out of the way. They dragged it away from the house.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means, but there were 2 cars in the driveway on fire, and the house was on fire.
Where did you see this?
Go to my messenger. I sent it to you.
You sent it to me. Okay. Messages?
Yeah, go to messages. Go to
Okay.
Tony. Tony.
Oh, that's me.
That's you.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Inferno.
It's an inferno. Tony, pull your shirt down.
Wow.
They said it was because of high winds, but I don't know. I didn't know if those were EVs.
That's from what is that? Lawrenceburg?
Yeah.
Lawrence
Blue.
County.
Okay. I thought it was.
Okay, let's see what kind of vehicles are these burning here.
I don't know.
It's a Dodge Ram and can't tell what that other one is.
Can't tell.
No. Wow, that's crazy.
But if you click the next picture, you can see like it looks like it was like starting away.
I don't know.
Let's see. See, they had to bring that in.
Oh.
Keep going.
Oh, they brought in the tank.
Yeah. So they didn't say how it started.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it looks like.
That's why I sent it to you. I want you to see it.
Oh. So it looks like yesterday here. So I can't imagine what they would use that tank for except to dunk a vehicle in.
Well, what did it say though? It said that they didn't have water where they were. Their location or something?
I don't know.
Read the original post.
Well, they got this tanker over here is dumping the water into this tank. Oh, I wonder if
They said it was the wind.
the wind.
Yeah.
I don't know how the wind sets fire to cars in the driveway.
I don't know. If you read his original post, you can see it.
Can anybody identify this?
Oh, they can't see that. This looks like a pickup truck.
Can you get close enough?
Close enough to what?
This vehicle right here?
You want me to move the iPad?
Well, yeah, move the iPad.
Oh, okay.
That's just crazy. So this is obviously
Maybe
a
they can
Dodge
tell by
Ram.
the wheel.
Yeah, can anybody identify that?
No, it looks like it's in the front of the pickup that's on fire, though.
It's been on fire for a while. See, this one looks like it just started burning,
Mm.
right, relatively, and this one is like
I don't know.
a lot of heat there. And then, wait, don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay, can anybody identify what they would use that for other than to douse an electric vehicle?
Somebody's saying Silverado, Raptor, Ram 1500. That's a Ford bumper. Zero says Ford. Ram and a Chevy are burning. That's a Chevy Silverado 2500.
Is that a
Tony, that's clearly a gasoline fire. I'm being sarcastic.
Oh no, seriously, okay, come on. Somebody here has to know what this is for.
Well, I think they said that there wasn't water close by, so they had to go grab water from the river or something. I don't know.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because they're dumping it from the tanker into this.
Yeah, I don't know. If you read what the guy wrote, here, if you click on the post, you can read it. See where it says post right there?
Oh,
I'm
okay,
pointing.
yeah.
Okay.
View post.
Maybe they're low on water pressure. Right.
Oh, okay. A water shuttle operation was set up due to the fire being in areas no municipal water. Okay.
Portable pool for county fires.
Oh.
That is so the tanker can run for more water, and then they have some to continue fighting the fire while the pumper is gone.
That makes sense. Okay, that's pretty smart. Okay. That's I feel bad for the people.
They're fine. There was
Yeah.
nobody hurt.
I hope their pups got her out. All right. I always worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like the neighborhood needs more hydrants.
Well, some of these areas it's not practical. You can't, you know, what I mean, you can't run a hydrant that far. You know, that volume of water that far.
Ron Kalen says that tub isn't big enough to put a car in. I agree. It's a little tub.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Although you could submerge the battery part of it because the battery part of it would be.
I just thought it was weird that both of the trucks were on fire. And there was a picture where it looked like you could see that the driveway was the part where it was starting. And the rest of the house wasn't on fire yet. But I didn't see that picture in that.
Yeah, you can't really speculate on that.
There. Yeah, you can. Oh, that's why I sent it to you. Let's see. People should have known what was coming with EVs 10 years ago when hoverboards were burning people's houses down.
Well, yeah. It wasn't just hoverboards. It was phones too.
What was it?
Yeah, there was a big thing for a while where you know you don't carry your phone in your chest pocket or anything like that. You put them on a non-flammable surface when you're charging them. But I don't really worry about things like phones and stuff because you'll get a lot of the pro EV people like, well, you use lithium batteries in your phone. Yeah, but you can toss your phone. You know what I mean? Let it burn someplace else. There's only so much of a
keep
fire.
the battery like in the bedroom, and I know
Well,
that those have gone.
Yeah.
You know, there's just those batteries that you use like as a charger.
Yeah.
That you just run around with and you plug everything into.
Yeah.
These big batteries. Let's see. May Muscle says, yeah, I remember when these newer phones were doing that like 10 years ago
Yeah.
as well. It's the new battery technology.
But again, it's small enough. It's small enough. I mean, they're violent when they go off, but comparatively, it's manageable. It's manageable.
Zero says early vapes also burned up.
Yeah.
John M says like phone into the sink.
Yeah, exactly. Toss it in the sink, toss it in the toilet, toss it out the door. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get rid of it.
When phone batteries go bad, they swell up. At least it warns you. Oscar Gonzalez.
I mean, you can contain, you know, like if my phone was to suddenly light up, I can contain the fire that it's going to cause. It could sit and burn in the middle of the floor for an hour. I'm just saying. And you can contain it just by keeping the
You
area
could throw
around
it
it wet.
outside one of the holes that dogs.
If my dogs would bury it, they could do that.
Right. It'll burn fine. Let's see. Phones and laptops still do that often enough, but that's less battery. Yeah. Okay. Number 2 is smoking in bed. That causes fires, yes. Remember electric blankets? I think they used to cause fires, right?
That was a long time
A
ago.
long time ago. I remember when I was a kid.
What happened to the electric blanket?
I don't know. I guess they caused too many
They
house
probably
fires.
killed so many people. It was okay, done.
I think that's where the flame-proof pajamas came from. Remember the old pajamas?
No, that's
that
because
were
those kids
flame-proof?
were setting themselves on fire. The pajamas were so flammable.
What were they doing?
Well, playing with doing kid things. They'd be playing with matches, and then next thing you know, they would go off. That was brutal. I remember that.
You do.
Yeah.
You don't remember electric blanket fires?
Don't remember electric blanket fires.
Joe
But-
Kay says he has an electric blanket. Electric blankets, they just cause cancer. Okay?
Well, yeah, and you see, that's the thing, okay, with electric cars that nobody has talked about. So everybody's like, EMF radiation and this, that, and the other. Like it's been talked about in every situation you can think of, right? The EMFs from your phone, EMFs from the microwave, EMFs from this, but nobody says anything about. There's no way you can sit over that kind of voltage in your
the
car. Yeah, still in your car, and not have some sort of effect.
Nah.
It's just conspiracy. Yeah. But nobody, like literally, it's like the one topic I haven't seen anybody say boo about.
Huh.
I should do something on that.
Oh yeah?
Mhm.
Like how would you test that though?
No, it would be easy to test with meters.
Meters?
Yes, you could test that.
Well, I mean, there's like stuff everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, but you're sitting inside a car with it,
Right.
right? Your ass is 6 inches above.
Well, you could do a comparison between what the readings are in Mrs. Landy
Right.
versus the Jeep versus
Exactly.
the electric car. That would be interesting.
Exactly.
We'll watch. Somebody's gonna put that video out tomorrow.
No, that's a great video. That's a great video.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's Dr. Art knows about stuff like that.
Does he?
Yeah, Dr. Art, are you still on, man?
No, he's still here. Now Tony has gone silent. He's thinking.
No, that's a really, really, really good video.
Anna says EMF meter. It would be interesting. I would like to know. Wouldn't you like to know?
Hang on.
Probably
Keep
somebody
them
did,
talking.
right? Keep you guys talking.
Keep them talking. Let me look
Let's
at this. E M
Do you want them to see you Googling this?
meter.
Pull your shirt down. No.
Oh,
To the boomer chair. Josh Bagwell. Tony, did you see that thieves are stealing charger cords for EVs?
of
For the
course
top
they are.
content?
Duh. I mean, duh. It's like literally just leaving money. Just any exposed EV charger cord is like unattended. Is literally just leaving money out there on the place. Electric.
I don't know if Dr. Art, I'm scrolling back if he commented. Probably not. He's probably busy baking.
Yeah, he's baking.
So tomorrow I have dog news. Winnie starts her scent work class. I know it's exciting for all you guys. I just wanted to let you know. She'll be able to detect things.
See, now I'm going for a Google search, which Google search is going to bury.
Dr. Art is Uber driving with cart of death. Glenn Nickerson says.
Okay. All right, so there's some experiment. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna. There's a couple of videos. I'm gonna look at the videos.
Okay. Olive says I approve of heated seats generally.
She approves of what?
Heated seats.
Okay.
But it's generally advised to disconnect them in old Volvos like mine. They do wear out, and the switches in the console may fail to open.
So you would get the cooked.
Maybe.
Is that?
I don't know. We almost bought an older Volvo.
Yeah, there was an 87 wagon.
Yeah.
So 87, no, 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, 77 wagon, 87, I don't want it.
We should have gotten that.
The old 240.
Yeah. Somebody beat
another
us
one
to
will
it.
pop up. Yeah, somebody grabbed that.
What's up, Barry? Ari says, howdy, Kathy. Howdy, Tony.
Howdy, Ari.
Howdy, everyone. How much have you missed? What has he missed?
Really nothing. We
Talked about grilled cheese.
talked about. I see. I don't want grilled cheese.
It makes you fat. You can't have grilled cheese.
I've lost some. Come on.
It's very spelled.
I can button all my pants
Very good.
without problems.
Good. That's awesome. What else did we talk about?
The fire.
EVs. Yeah, the fire.
EVs.
T-shirts.
Books.
Yeah, you really haven't missed anything.
Yeah.
Stealing copper.
Which is just the dumbest thing.
Remy says, Tony, I've been thinking about the nitrous propane motor and the required partial pressures of the mixture. I'll write you an email. Will you read it?
Oh, jeez.
He's not going to read it, Remy.
I'm not gonna read it.
Can you?
I don't look at emails. Well,
comment
wait. You can filter emails.
Yeah, no.
Find one.
There's so
Find
many.
one from him. Because it's something I've been thinking about.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead, write it. I'll find it. Just make sure that's what the topic says. Speedy Trim says, thanks for the expose on EVs.
You're welcome. Thank you for watching it.
Do I have a gas or electric range?
Electric.
Electric. I would want gas though, but we just don't have it here where we are. Everything is electric.
Because we're in the future.
Gas looks better. I like the gas stove.
Yeah.
Contraband gas stoves. Put this in the title. Kathy, please read this. They all say that. Chris Cadman. Oh, he lost 30 pounds. Okay. Don't do that. Can I email you about your car's extended warranty? I get phone calls like that.
How many emails do we get a day?
Oh God, too many. I can't read them all. I'm really sorry, everyone. You know what? I need an automatic response. I need you to help me write an automatic response.
No.
I know, it's terrible.
No.
But I feel bad not reading them and responding. There's just no way to them all. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand it's only me.
Right.
It's me.
Because I won't help.
Like, no, Tony doesn't help do that stuff. So really, it's only me. And like, we don't hire personnel. It's me. And I do the editing and sometimes the video if he's not doing it. And then I do the t-shirts, right?
And take care of the house and the dogs and the
everything,
general.
and make sure that everything runs smoothly.
Right.
So it's just a lot. And getting Tony to read anything is a big deal.
So,
It's impossible.
So here's the thing, okay? We do this, right? Obviously we do this. And we do this for a living. But we try to maintain the lifestyle of regular people, right? So in other words, like we try to make this is our job. And when we're doing our job, you know, we do it the best that we can. And then that's it. Like once we've done that, it's like we just want to be regular people. And the idea of having to go through countless emails and it takes, like, I can explain it to you. It
You
intrudes.
wouldn't be able to answer everything.
Right,
There's
I wouldn't
just
be able
no
to
way.
answer
You
everything.
wouldn't be able to make any video.
I wouldn't be able to make any video, but more importantly, it would intrude into my headspace of I'm not making video, I'm not shooting the video, I'm not working on the thing that the video is going to be about, whatever that happens to be, filming it, editing it, putting it up, nursing it through the first 20 minutes or so with comments and hashtags and blah, blah, blah. That takes up a significant amount of time and a significant amount of headspace. And then when we're done with that, when I'm finished with that, I just want regular. I want to play with my dogs. You know what I mean? I want to just sit, watch TV. I want to go for a ride on my motorcycle.
Talk to your family.
Talk to my family. I don't want to be doing YouTube related things when I'm not doing YouTube.
Okay.
So that's why I draw the line at like emails and stuff like that.
Swamp Rat says he doesn't reply to his brother's comments. He's not going to read your emails.
I reply to your comments.
That's Tony's brother.
Yeah, it's normal James. Up in the People's
Happy New Year,
Republic of
James.
New Jersey.
Sierra says, Kathy, I used to get calls on extended warranty until I asked them, what can you do for me? Warranty expired in 1972. Oh, Franca says I'm the glue. Sometimes.
She is the glue.
Sometimes I'm the glue.
She is the glue. She's the unsung
I have so
hero.
much on my brain. So now we're trying to figure out how to do the podcast stuff and set that up. So like right now, like that's what's on my brain because I'm going to be
Yeah, because now there's a new
programs.
type of technology that we're
Yeah,
going to be
so
incorporating into what we're
in
talking
my spare time. That's what I do.
Right.
I learned how to like set that stuff up.
So, like I said, that's between the two of us. There just is there's no room for anything, beyond. So I refuse to answer emails or even look at them. I refuse to look at. I don't want to know that their emails are there. I do not know the passwords to the accounts.
He doesn't have it on his phone.
I don't have it on my phone. There's no YouTube on my
If
phone.
there's messages, they come to me.
Like I can watch YouTube videos on the phone, but I don't have our YouTube account on my phone, so I couldn't tell you, anything, really.
You keep yourself isolated.
I keep myself isolated.
Which is fine.
You know.
I get it.
I have a Facebook page, but I haven't gone on it in forever.
Good. It's
Literally for years. Literally, like I haven't posted anything on a Facebook page since like 2020 or 2021.
Scott Ormandy sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
He says, hey guys, I can't the Nitro Halloween with the kids video anywhere on your channel. Has it been deleted? I love that story. Cheers.
It wasn't.
You
That wasn't
deleted it.
on.
I think you took it down.
No, we never put that clip on the channel. That was only in the podcast.
No, we did a video and it was on the channel. It
Exploding
was.
laundry room was.
What?
The exploding laundry room was.
No, that video was on the channel. You took it down.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
We did it
oh,
in
that's
the
5 years
garage.
ago. Yeah.
It was like one of our earliest videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took that down.
I took down probably 100 videos.
That was a
or
funny
more.
video, but I don't know if it was a funny video. It was a funny story.
Yeah.
We haven't done that one in a while.
I don't want to keep telling the same story.
I
over and
know.
over again.
I know.
You got to make news stories.
Jake Lee says, "I love watching your content."
Thank you.
Let's see. That was very nice. People say very nice things.
I know, and I genuinely appreciate it. But don't say it in email because I won't look at it.
You won't look at it.
No. And don't try to send me a text. There's only like 4 numbers that I recognize that I answer.
So you answer mine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kiwis, classics, and customs. I'm doing good, guys. Just editing a video, he says.
Look at him go. Look at Kiwi go. Just editing a video.
Very nice, Kiwi.
Yes.
Mrs. Kiwi doesn't do it for you?
No, she doesn't do it. She laughs at him.
She's
This what are you
busy.
doing your silly YouTube channel.
She's busy. Flying all over the universe. Let's see.
You notice both
What?
Dr. Art
Yeah.
and Kiwi, their wives are like these globetrotters.
Uh-huh.
Like they're all like doing important things with impressive people and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And they're,
Yeah, I trained my dog. I am learning how to do the artwork programs for animation though, so that's cool.
No, I don't mean you. I
Oh.
mean they're
Oh
like
yeah, they're awesome.
they run the show.
What do you mean they run this? I don't know. If
No, they're the powerhouse.
Well, they are powerhouse.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And Kiwi's just like, yeah.
Oh, don't say that. Kiwi. He's watching you. He's saying laugh out loud. That's a good one, Kathy. He's gonna hit you. Mrs. Kiwi is very nice. And Mrs. Dr. Art, they're both really awesome people.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm afraid of Mrs. Kiwi a little bit.
Are you?
She's intimidating, I gotta tell you.
She's a powerhouse.
She's intimidating.
She knows what she's doing. Let's see. Told you, says, when are you buying an EV? Just kidding.
You know, the funny,
What?
I always come off as being anti-EV, and I'm not anti-EV. We've got like Dr. Art's thing, we've been following that. There was
That's not EV.
a few years ago, so it was probably about 10 years ago now, a drummer for a band that used to play for us all the time had an old city car that was electric, and he was doing a restoration on that. And I was all excited about that. I wanted to help him with it because I thought that those were cool. I'm not down on electric power for vehicles. I'm just down on the way it's being done.
I don't think people believe you.
They don't have to believe me, but it's the evidence speaks for itself.
Kiwi says, hee-haw. Yeah, just starting now. What's that
Hee-haw.
mean? Hee-haw.
He watches Hee-Haw continuously. He's got like one, yeah.
Why?
He's got every episode of Hee-Haw.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does, and he's memorized every line of every episode, and that's what happened before we go on. Like when we're going to go live on Wednesday nights, right up to that, he's reciting Hee-Haw skits and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Import still
Yeah.
sucks. Wants to know what he missed. Don't make fun of Kiwi.
I'm not making fun of
He's really
Kiwi.
your only friend at this point.
Dr. Art's my friend.
Dr. Art's your friend. He makes you cookies. It's really nice.
It is nice.
Let's see. One Kaylin says, I'm thinking about getting a RAM charger. Should I stay pre-TBI or is it keeping or worth doing the conversion?
I would avoid the TPI, the throttle, the TBI. I would avoid those. There's issues with them, and I noticed not because of my own personal experience. I had one, but when I was working on that one, I did a couple of videos on it, and there were, I mean, countless comments of people who had those, and they were like, no, it's trash, we pulled it off, put a carburetor on it, it's 1000% better. So yeah, I would avoid that, or as soon as you get it, just convert, just put a carburetor on it.
Okay. Let's see. They're talking to each other. Glenn Nickerson, most industries expect the public to do their testing for them. DuPont was notorious for it when it came to automotive refinish.
Yeah.
Interesting. Probably. At this point, well, that's a terrible thing, depending on what they're having tested on the public.
It depends on what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? DuPont, they used to make waxes. Okay, so, yeah, let the public test the
That's
wax.
harmless.
Right, that's pretty harmless, you know what I mean? Cars with electric steering, no, that's a whole...
Self-driving, right? Do you remember the paint from the late 80s Chevy S10s?
How could I forget the paint on the S10s?
Do you remember that?
How could I forget? I have all of the paint sample books.
You do? No,
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Sure I do.
You don't have any.
I keep them in a special place so I don't forget them.
I think I had one and I put it on eBay or something. Yeah, I don't think we keep them. Because we're not painters.
No, not really.
Yeah, we don't really paint stuff. Let's see. Ransom Tony, doing a cheap 318 build cam. 302. I'm going to start over. Doing a cheap 318 build, cam, 302 heads, and 30 off the deck. Any other Uncle Tony power secrets you recommend?
Clean up the exhaust ports on that thing. Clean up the exhaust ports, raise the exhaust port as far as you feel comfortable. Clean up the bowls, just a gasket match the inside. Those heads, the way those heads are cast, They're so-so. They're not really intended. The way those heads are cast, they're intended to be used at like 2,500 RPM. They really benefit from the normal cylinder head cleanup. So it's always a gasket match on the intake, cleaning up the bowls, cleaning up the exhaust port, raising the exhaust port as much as you can, taking off all those sharp edges. Makes a big difference on those heads.
Hello, stray bullet.
Yes, hold
It's
straight.
waving. Let's see. Teflon paint, DuPont, everything Teflon, even your blood. Oh, it's terrible. Oh no, it's really bad. Rusted 12 valves in the super chat.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see.
Let
Oops.
me see who this is. That's about.
Thank you both for doing what you all do. I cannot think of one reason why the government would ever want to restrict our movement.
I can't imagine what they've got in mind.
Why? I have no idea. Oh my goodness.
Maggie, what's going on? Wow.
Funny. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. So upstairs says late 80s, early 90s GM and Chrysler vehicles that were dark blue or silver had a crappy primer that wouldn't hold paint,
Yep.
and they would flake off terribly.
Yeah, it was the same thing with the Chryslers with the Plum Crazy.
Did you see the Monty SS with them?
No.
Oh.
Plum Crazy was that same way. That color, all of those cars were faded and peeled by the time they were like 3 years old and they looked like hell. What, sweetheart? Come on, come here.
Anyone who looked at GM vehicles, especially trucks and those Chevettes in Vegas, knew paint didn't stick.
Why?
We can't see her.
Oh. Come here.
Aw.
Oh, she doesn't want to come up. She's making herself heavy.
They won't do that. I don't know why. They're not really lap dogs.
Maggie's a lapdog.
That's Maggie. Maggie protects Winnie.
Maggie's the mommy.
You can't go near Winnie.
Yeah. The other day,
She flew, right?
yeah, she literally. Thank you. I love you too. Yeah, she literally flew. Winnie was on the floor, right, and Darla, or I don't know, one of the other ones, and they were just about to start. Like they were getting a little like tensiony at each other.
Probably over a bone.
Oh yeah, over something, right? And this
Maggie
one
watches.
literally comes flying through the air like this and lands between them.
She's like a superhero.
Oh, yeah, I never saw anything like it.
That scar in her eye was from defending Winnie.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah. It was a fight.
But it was funny because when we got Winnie was like the size of her head.
Right.
So it was like it made sense that
She became very
Maggie was the big
protective of
protector.
her.
Now Winnie towers over her. She's just giant compared to this one, but she's still defensive.
She watches the other dogs. I feel bad for the other dogs, like they can't walk near Winnie.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she gives them the eye, and she just follows them around the room. It's crazy. Maggie, super mom.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is talking about paint. Good paint. Good paint is expensive. That's a place. There's a place that manufactures. Oh, that's a place that manufactures can cut corners. They're talking to each other. Questions for Maggie? Anybody?
Yeah. You can ask her anything.
The older dog's always the boss.
Mm,
She's middle. She's middle dog.
yeah. No, our oldest dog is definitely not the boss.
No. Okay, Mexican Spec has a question for Maggie.
Yeah. Ready, Maggie?
Maggie, why do you let the upstart bully you?
Because she's her mom. She
Who
thinks she's her
who
mom.
bullies her?
Winnie.
Oh, does Winnie bully her?
when he drags her around by
Oh,
the
yeah,
head.
that's why she can't wear a collar.
This poor thing will just be sitting there, and when he'll come along, he just snatch her by the head and drag her around.
And she's like, okay. Like any mother would do. Okay.
She can't wear a collar. She hasn't worn a collar in like
Because when he grabs the collar.
Because when he just drags her around with a collar.
I don't know why she does that. Hopefully she'll get out of that teething stage soon. Stop biting her. Or she'll put her in her place eventually, I hope. I do it. Maggie just looks at me. You can see she's thinking. Like she's like, what is she talking to me for? I'm busy.
Well, right now she's watching the door because she knows that Winnie's on the other side of the door.
Right. Dragon's Breath 198 says, I've got a hound/lab mix, the same size and same ears. Nice.
She loves the ear pulls. It's her favorite thing.
Christopher Missler says, Maggie, I'd like to talk to you about extending the warranty on your car. Poor Maggie. And Maggie puts up with the abuse from Winnie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Winnie jumps on her back. Like, she does the same thing she did when she was a puppy, except she's really big now. And I try and curtail her, and I tell her no, but Maggie really needs to tell her no.
Yeah.
She's not disciplining her the way she should. Every once in a while, like once I heard Winnie yelp because she scared her, I guess, because she snapped at her a little bit. But God forbid anybody else makes Winnie yelp. There's a bloodbath.
You guys have no idea.
I have no idea
You
what
have
we've been
no
through.
idea how protective she is.
Oh, it's crazy. Oh, let's see. They're talking to each other. They don't want to talk about Maggie.
No.
No, they're talking to each other about paint and 5 speeds. Chevy S10s, torque flights. Let's see, Maggie McGill. Grotesque Subhuman 3. Says,
Is that your birth name?
Uncle Tony, what are your thoughts about G. Truthly's concerns about the automotive industry not putting out competent techs due to lack of good education? I don't really have an opinion on that. I know that the techs, I hate to use those words, but that's what they are. The techs today are overwhelmed. When you look at what they're up against, especially over the last few years, when it comes to troubleshooting, I don't think it's a matter of not quality. I don't think it's a matter of quality of the person doing it or their abilities. I think it's the convoluted, overcomplicated nature of what they have to work with. Because this stuff just doesn't. You can't apply logic to it. You know, as a mechanic or a tech, the foundational language is logic, and when you've got modules that have their own logic, speaking in their own language, and one of them becomes illogical, you can't interpret it. So they end up firing parts cannons at stuff. I would not want to be in the business today. You know what would be a funny video? If you went and applied for jobs as a tech.
That would be funny.
To see what they told you. You know, the interview. To see what they said. That would be a really good video.
From what I can gather, they will hire Maggie. They will hire anything or anybody that will occupy the space for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, you think?
Yes. There's such a shortage out there.
Breathing.
And yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
Oh, techs get paid by the job. Ari says he's not wrong. Like the undercover boss, Nick Brady says. It'd be funny. They probably wouldn't hire you.
Not probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not qualified.
Yeah, you're not qualified. You don't have your certification papers and stuff.
Well, I mean, I worked for that dealer for 2 months.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I worked for a dealer for 2 weeks when I was like
No, I
23
think
years old.
maybe, was it 2 months? It might have been 2 months. Let's say it was 2 months.
Let's say it was 2 months. That was
I think
really
it
the only
was.
job I ever had.
I know, I think it was 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, no, no.
I remember when you quit, I was like, what do you mean you quit? We have no money.
That was in 1980,
Like
1984
83 or 4.
or 5. Yeah, 84.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were in the
2
studio
weeks.
apartment.
Darn, no, just no.
Tony doesn't have his papers, yeah.
Well, I didn't have papers then either, but it doesn't make a difference. And he hired me as an A mechanic then, because I knew engines. I was able to do all that stuff. But no, just no.
E-Fox says that would be a great video. UT wear a camera in the interview. You're not qualified, Tony.
Yeah, I'm not qualified. I don't even. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even want to do that video.
Like you don't like don't they all use laptops and stuff now for everything? That's new.
Yeah.
You'd have to go find like a regular shop, not like a dealership. Like that Christian Brothers shop that's down the street from us, like a regular shop.
Oh, that would make it probably get hard into.
Are you would get hired into that one? Okay. So Tony is hireable.
But I'm okay. Think of me as hardcore unemployable. I am truly hardcore unemployable.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good, Tony. That's good to know.
Well, Maggie, okay, she's put on a lot of weight.
Yeah. All those bones.
So, yeah, you have to understand something, right? Like the idea of a steady paycheck, or wait, the idea of predictable pay, is like a nightmare to me. I can't.
That's a no-go.
That's a no-go. That's a no-go. If I know how something's going to turn out, if I know how much I'm going to make, or what, I lose interest. I don't want to deal with it. I like and I need that hustle. I need the question mark. You know, is this gonna?
Everybody hates that. Like the thing that you like, most people hate.
But see, I'm driven by that.
No, I know. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm
like
driven by that.
I'm the same way. Like I'll get bored if I don't have like something.
Yeah. When you give me a paycheck, when you give me steady pay, it's like you remove my incentive. Because I don't get to play the game then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's the concept of being paid by the hour for something, which I let me let her up.
Ken Social says, hello Uncle Topolino and Kathy Banana.
All right, no, darling, you can't come in. No, darling, you can't come in.
Tony is against financial security.
I am. Well, no, wait, no, I'm very much financial security, but I have my own versions of it. All right, so I guess all the dogs are gonna come in now. Now Lily's gonna stay out and steal all the chips. Okay, all right. All right, everybody out, come on, let's go.
Hang on, guys.
Cookies, come on, cookies. Come on.
Outside. Oh. Okay. Tony is against mainstream.
This is my life.
Security.
I am. I don't believe in
You're like a financial cowboy of sorts, Ari says.
I don't believe in US dollars. I use them as no.
This isn't financial advice.
No, it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you. I don't count US dollars. I just don't, because it's not an actual thing. It's just a currency. It's not money, and I refuse to have any sort of predictability to it.
You can only work under pressure. Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true.
It's when it works best. Let's see. Careful, the batteries in your camera might explode.
Yes.
Yeah. Tony pays in Tony bucks.
No, what I'm saying is I use dollars as a medium of exchange, like everybody else does. But I don't believe in them, and so therefore I don't count them as being worth anything, because they're not worth anything.
Okay, sorry.
So I have other ways.
Digging a hole.
Digging a hole?
Yeah.
How?
Let's see. With cars and carports?
With tangible things.
Tony barters? Let's see.
No, barter never works out.
What's the current exchange rate on Tony bucks? Tony tokens. This is not financial advice. Please don't listen to this. I owe you, it's as good as cash. Done go.
No, I am a compulsive saver. And I've always been.
Hilarious.
Why is it funny?
It's funny. Because most people don't think like that. That's why it's funny. That's why it's funny. Mine stamps, yes, Harry. It's funny because it's very counter to what people.
Which is why most people struggle.
Most people want a steady paycheck. You know, most people want to know how much they're bringing in every month.
Yeah, I know, and that takes away from okay, so like we have that. Oh man.
It's the challenge.
There are parts of our personality that are hardwired. Like you could take a man out of the Stone Age, but you can't take the Stone Age out of man. And so we have to have certain drives, okay, or you lose purpose. So once you make income predictable, you take away the drive. You see what I'm saying? And now you're just going through the motions. And it doesn't take long before your mind starts to stagnate, and you lose ambition, and you lose creativity, and you lose all of the things that make you see, and that comes from a steady paycheck. You know, you're removing the drive. So, but that's on another level.
You think so?
No, I know so.
No, I know what you're talking about.
I know so.
The hunt. You need the hunt.
Exactly. All of the things that make humans excel are based on no predictability. Things not being predictable. That's what keeps you on your toes. That's what keeps you learning, thinking, scheming. Does that make any sense?
J. Russell Pinch says compulsive bike buyer. Is that you?
I am a compulsive bike buyer.
You buy them and you sell them.
I'm a compulsive bike buyer, a compulsive Jeep buyer.
Oh my goodness. Most people will never understand about what a fiat currency is. They can Google it.
Well, see, that's the other thing too. People, it's not a fiat currency. It's any currency. Okay, so money.
This isn't financial advice.
It's not financial advice. Money is one thing. Currency is another thing. Okay, money is a store of your labor. Okay, so I worked for an hour or so, and now I need to store that labor somehow, otherwise it's lost. And so that's what you use money for. Money stores your labor. Currency is a medium of exchange. So it's just like, you have beans, I have paint, you know, right? So it's an unequal thing, so we'll use currency to equal it out. And then, so currency is used for exchanges, and money is used for storing. Now, sometimes a money can be a currency, but a currency can never really be a money. And most people don't understand that. They don't get that there's a distinction between the two, and they don't understand that what money is a store of value, a store of your labor. So that's where most people get fouled up through the course of life, because they don't teach you this stuff in school.
God forbid.
What's that?
I said, God forbid.
They don't want you to know this.
They don't teach finances in school. Kathy will give you a painting of 2 red fish for 1 tuna. Yeah, we can work that out.
But barter never really works, and that's why you need currency to equal out the bar.
It's never really even.
Right, it's never really even.
Yeah. 1 Tony buck equals 4 Mexican Cokes, John M says.
Currency keeps people honest. Money keeps governments honest.
Abel D says, did I enter an economics 101 class?
You know, it should be economics 101, but it's not. I'll guarantee you, there's probably 200 people watching this thing right now, and I guarantee 195 of them never even heard of that concept before.
Ralph Salentano says, I'm just a state requirement.
And yes, and Ralph is a state requirement, which is important. I told him before the end of the night that I was going to buy another Jeep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Why are you going to buy another Jeep?
So that I could go beat stuff up out in the woods.
You have 3 Jeeps.
I
You
know,
can't drive 3.
but I don't have one that's like roachy that I could just go take out in the woods and slam around.
You have to leave one at the house that I can drive.
Yes.
Can we see some Kathy artwork in the new podcast studio? Do you want artwork?
Where's your artwork?
I don't have any artwork in here. Do you want artwork at the
This is your
new
artwork right there.
podcast studio?
Is that your artwork?
Oh yeah, but that's old.
So
It's just a crappy painting that I did.
it may be crappy to you. Let me show time.
No.
Do you guys want to see Cat?
No, please don't. Please.
She's shy. She's shy.
Please don't. It's just something I was working on for myself. It was not for like to show people. Let's see. No, I'm working on artwork for stuff for the channel.
So I told Ralph that I want to get a Grand Cherokee because XJs are just too, like,
What?
I feel that they need to be preserved. So, you know what I mean? I feel they need to be preserved. Where Grand Cherokees are like throwaways. So you can take a Grand Cherokee, gut the thing, and just send it, right? And you get them dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you pay $500 for something, you don't really mind abandoning it in the woods.
Yes, Olive. Yeah, you can be critical of yourself. I used to do it for a living. So if I'm working on something now, I kind of want to keep it to myself until I feel like I'm ready to put it out.
Okay, why isn't this doing this?
Art is art is art. Not necessarily. Some art's really bad. Did you break the computer?
Yeah, I put in Jeep Cherokee, right?
I'm working on a lot of illustration right now. So, let's see. Engage compulsive shitbox buying, Moon Rider says.
I don't really buy shit boxes.
Come on, don't buy another one. Are you serious?
I told Ralph before the end
Oh,
of.
come on, Tony.
Wow, he didn't actually for $1,500.
No. Tony,
He told Ralph before the end of the day I was going to buy
why
a
did you
Jeep.
buy that Monty SS?
Because I can't go slam that through the woods.
Oh, you could.
No, not like an idiot, no.
I bet you a lot of people would watch that.
Yeah, I don't want to destroy something nice like
I know.
that.
I'm just joking.
Here, here's an 01 Grand Cherokee for $1,000.
They won't let you buy another one. I will, Charlie, when I'm ready to do it again. I needed a break from art because I made a living doing that for like 20 years. And then I got really burnt out, like really bad, really burnt out. So I'm just going back into it slowly now. Put a password on that PC, Kathy. There is a password on it. There is.
All right, here's
He
one.
uses my Facebook. He gets on my Facebook. He messages people as me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wouldn't sound like that and I wouldn't say those words. Maybe you could tell him it's you.
Ralph, 99 Grand Cherokee, limited, runs and drives, needs a radiator and tires, $700.
Oh, jeez, what are you doing with that?
I'm gonna go blast through the woods.
Oh my goodness.
It's in Smithville. I'm gonna go get that tomorrow, bro.
Okay. Let me this back. I hope I said this name right. Hansoso says, Tony,
Yeah.
I watch your channel for 6 months now, and you confirmed many of my theories which work out for me, but nearly nobody seems to know about.
Which ones?
I don't know, but you can find them for him.
Well, I mean, it's kind of vague and a little cryptic, but
That's good.
yeah.
Remember, I'm my own worst critic. Of course, I'm my own worst critic. That's your job. You're supposed to be.
Yes.
You're supposed to be critical of the things that you do.
It's a fine balance of being critical of what you do and then not caring, right? So it's weird. It's weird.
Well, not caring when you decide to put something out there.
Right.
Right. Like you be critical of what you're doing as you're doing it,
As you're doing it,
as you're creating it,
and then be fearless when you
and
send
be
it in the
fearless
world.
when you send it into the world.
Right.
Be like, whatever it is, that's what it is.
Exactly.
That's it. Move on.
Which pretty much sums up everything that we do on this channel.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's
Just send it.
yeah.
Just send it.
You can't care about things like that.
Yeah.
Because it's going to do whatever it's going to do. There's many times when we thought that something was stupid or not going to go, and it went like crazy.
It's the truth.
And then there's other times where Tony will be like, oh, I think that this is good, and nobody watches it. So it's like you never ever know what you make, if it's going to resonate with people or not. And like really, you shouldn't know, to be honest. Otherwise, you'd never make anything.
Here's a 2002 for $803. How do they want $803 for this thing?
No, very nice.
I have no idea. Okay, that's got to be some
Jeeps
kind
are not a currency, Tony.
No, they could be. They
Still
could be.
thinking. Tony, come on. Check for a Volvo wagon for me. Did you look for one?
No, not yet.
No.
No.
He has to buy another motorcycle and 2 more Jeeps.
I have to get a Buell. Because I don't have anything that wheelies. And
Didn't you just buy a motorcycle?
but it doesn't wheelie. I mean, I could force it into a wheelie, but I don't want to do that.
Ralph says click buy it now. No. No.
It's on Marketplace. There is no buy it now. Otherwise, I would have.
Oh, Mexican Spec says Volvo wagon? What? With a 5-liter Ford, maybe?
No.
There was a wagon we saw like last week.
Yeah.
That was for sale. It was kind of cool.
77 Volvo wagon.
Yeah.
It was 240 wagon with a stick. I should have. Yeah. You snooze, you lose. Like I should have just grabbed it.
Katie says Kathy needs a P1800, Tony.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay.
What is it?
He'll get you one. It's a fancy Volvo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Something a Kiwi would know about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh come on, that's the only cheap Grand Cherokee.
Abel D says Tony, will the new shop have wood stove for heat?
No, it'll have all the comforts of home: heat, air conditioning, all of that
Can
stuff.
you pay attention? You're on live.
Yeah, 1 second.
He's a compulsive buyer.
I am.
Okay. So,
I had fun today. That was a blast.
but why do you need another one?
Because my fun was. No, I'm serious.
I'm serious. You have 3. Why do you need another one?
Because that Jeep is nice, and my fun was limited by I didn't want to really slam it
But you
around.
had a crappy Jeep and you got rid of it.
I know, and that was a mistake. That was a
No,
mistake.
it wasn't. You broke it.
Oh, I broke it, but I should have fixed it. Instead, I got rid of it because I hadn't done anything like I did today. This was the first time I actually went off-road, because I've done little things with Jeeps, like just go 100 yards off the road and there's a hill, go over there, blah, 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 right? I've done that,
Yeah.
but I've never actually been out on trails, right? And I could not get the smile off my face
Yeah.
the whole time. It was great. But the limiting factor was that I didn't want to screw up the Jeep that I was driving. It was like, no, this thing's too nice. It's quiet, it's smooth, the air works,
is
the power
nice.
windows work.
It has heat.
It has
which
a
is
nice interior.
Can I drive
AC.
that one?
What's that?
That one has heat. Can I drive
Yeah.
that one?
It has cruise control. You name it, it has it. And it all works really nicely. And I don't want to take this thing and just romp it through the woods and destroy it. So I figure I'll get a Grand Cherokee because nobody has any. Grand Cherokees have no value. And I could take something like that and just romp it through the worst and just have fun with it. So that's why I'm looking right now. Nice things and mud do not go together. Period.
Kiwi says you saw it the other day, Tony.
I
You
saw what
saw
the
his
other day?
Volvo the other day?
Yeah, the Volvo.
Oh, he's telling me you saw it.
I saw it on here. The Volvo wagon.
Oh no, what is the car he's talking about? I mean,
Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah. That's right.
get a Cybertruck.
Okay, this one's only $1,000, 94 with a V8. Ooh.
Tony,
Yeah.
you don't need that.
Is it 4-wheel drive?
Tony went off-roading. Yeah, he went today.
Yes.
He took the black Jeep.
4-wheel drive. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, need gone or best offer listed 2 weeks ago. I go get this thing. I bet you I get this thing for $600. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay.
Facebook sucks. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, I could flip this over and just smile. Excellent.
Get an older XJ too, case.
I have older XJs, and I don't want
to ruin them.
I don't want to ruin them. They've so
What
many
is
of them.
that going to do what an XJ would do? I don't know.
Yeah, more or less.
Probably not.
More or less. Okay, there you go. 94 Grand Cherokee.
Please don't buy another truck. What is that look in your face? What is that look in your face?
I want to have fun. Okay. I want to have dirt fun. It was fun.
You can. You have 3 of them.
No, I just told you I don't.
It's like, no, that's not enough.
No. So
3 XJs is not enough.
So do you want me to?
That's what orders say. Do what?
Do you want me to bring that thing home with like the exhaust ripped out of it and mud and bushes
Why you
into
gotta do that?
it and dents and I mean, come on.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You have to buy a truck just so you can dent it up.
So you can go play in the woods. It's not like pavement. It's not like a nice clean thing. It's like it's unpredictable. It's a little crazy. You know what I mean? It can get a little crazy. And I was driving a bit like a puss today. You know what I'm saying? Partially because I was following Ralph.
It's Ralph's fault, right?
Just saying,
Okay.
Ralph is a little on the cautious side, but that's cool. That's cool. You know. But I was a little on the cautious side because I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to hurt that. Oh, be careful. Don't rub against that and gouge up the side, right? So I don't want when I go out into the woods, I don't want to have a vehicle. I got to worry about that. So I go buy a Grand Cherokee, which nobody wants Grand Cherokees.
See, Charlie says more Mopars, less Jeeps. I think you need help. This is not psychological advice.
Charlie, the clock
He
is.
just needs more Mopars. What's going on?
I got more Mopars. I got more Mopars I haven't even touched yet. Charlie, my clock is ticking, bro. I'm 61. I'll be dead before you know it.
Well,
I have to go out and have fun before I do
You
that.
have to man with Jeeps of all things.
I gotta go mangle a Jeep. This is new to me. Okay? This is new to me. Today, I finally understood the Jeep thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I finally got it. Because I fell into the XJ thing having nothing at all to do with off-road. It's a perfect size wagon, right? To do your running around and so on and so forth. But today, I learned why. I learned the whole Jeep thing. I get it. I totally get it. And while we were out there, we were pulled over because there was another group coming this way. And there was a lifted XJ.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the first one in the group.
Uh-huh.
And it looked so majestic.
But you didn't like lifted XJs.
Well, it looked majestic. I wouldn't want to own it. I was just impressed by it. It was like, yes, you're right there in your element. You're beautiful, right?
You used to be like that about other types of cars.
Well, you can only go so far with stuff.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? And then it becomes like the same thing over and over.
Okay. It was in its element,
Yeah.
yes.
But today, I finally took a Jeep and did a Jeep thing with the Jeep, and it was amazing. And here's the thing, okay? So this was 5 miles, it was about, give or take, right? So it was like a 5 mile trail. And I'm going to say 3/4 of it was kind of like just dirt road, right? You know, like winding dirt road, you know, different types of terrain. And about 25% of it was a combination of like water crossings and severely like dry, severely rutted, like washed out roadway and shit like that, right? Like some of it was pretty intense. And it was all wet because it rained here over the last couple of days. So there was like really no dry sections. It wasn't like sloppy mud, but it was all muddy. It was all like, right?
Chevy says put the bottle down.
I did the whole thing both ways in 2-wheel drive. One time I had to put it in 4-wheel drive because I went up the wrong side of something and I realized, okay, this is gonna make it. And then I backed down. Now if I had backed down a little bit further to level ground, I wouldn't have had to put it in a 4-wheel, but I didn't want to back all the way down.
Okay.
So I put it in a 4-wheel and I made it up.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but I could have done literally the whole thing in 2-wheel drive.
Abel D says, great, the channel is now called Uncle Tony's Jeep Thang.
Listen, fun is where you find it, man.
Okay, Tony, lay off the moonshine. 2-wheel drive is underrated if you have the skills.
I have no skills. The Jeep did everything for me.
Yeah.
I just drove it. It's just amazing. It went through stuff that I would be like, nah, that's not going to make it. No problem.
There you go. Explaining to a woman why we need another Jeep, laugh out loud, they don't understand us.
It's true.
He has 3. He
It's
has
true.
3. And he has a bunch of cars. I don't understand him.
But I don't have anything I can go trash in the woods.
Let's see. 960 Watt Off-Grid RV says, is Maggie training to be a search dog?
I'm probably going to need one.
No, I'm taking Winnie goes to scent work training tomorrow, our first class. So Winnie will know scent work eventually. She'll get her titles in that. That's the border collie. Maggie, I would take her, except she's crazy.
She's crazy.
She's like, if she sees other people or dogs or cars or bicycles, she screams.
Or clouds. Or
Yeah,
anything.
she's
Hyper reactive.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
very reactive, and we're trying to work on it, but it's really bad. So
It's how she ended up in the shelter.
well, I'm guessing it's from the people that got rid of her. She was 6 months old, and they had a 2-year-old, right?
Yeah.
And they said that she was jumping on the 2-year-old and scaring him. So I'm guessing she got yelled at a lot or smacked or something.
She had a rough child. She had a rough puppyhood.
Rough puppyhood. So I think she's just very afraid of the outside world. So she can't go to class. I tried to take her and she freaked out. So
She's really, really smart.
she's smart, but yeah. And Lily, I took. She's not interested. Lily, she wants to leave.
Lily's autistic.
Yeah,
She's-
she went to like 2 different classes. And she was okay, but she kept looking for the way out. So I was like, all right, you don't have to do this. I'm not gonna make you do this. Let's see. Glenn says Winnie can be like Lassie. UT rolled his Jeep and fell into a well. Go find him.
We're going to need the search parties for sure.
I'll follow you with the dog. You're killing me, Tony.
I'm going to say today was not a life-changing experience, but a perspective-changing experience for sure. What are you going? She's going like this to
Yeah,
me. What?
take care of the bark.
Okay.
Unless you want me to do it.
Oh, no, I got it. Keep talking. What is going
Let's see.
on?
When a dog is teething or biting hard, put one of the dog's front paws in her mouth. It takes some training to teach. Yeah. Usually I just exchange whatever she's chewing on for her chew toy, but she loves her tug toy, so she's okay, but like I just threw out one of the chairs in the office today because she ripped the whole bottom off of it.
It's more chip
Sure.
fiasco.
She's just misunderstood. Okay, take the chips away because If we
No,
go crazy,
no.
it's gonna be great.
How much longer we got to go here? We only got 15 minutes. It's okay.
20 minutes. This is an off. This off-road thing will make for great content, Nick Brady says.
I think so too.
Nick Brady comments on a lot of your videos. He goes
Yes.
and watches the old ones.
Thank you.
Which is very nice. We appreciate that.
Thank you. I think it will. It's just something to add to it. You know, not everything.
What about the Monty SS that I saw?
Let me see it. Monty SS. We should just do an episode of going through Marketplace.
You could do that. That would be interesting.
Monte Carlo.
Do you want me to move up? Here.
Monte Carlo SS. Okay, which one?
Wait. Was
Wait.
there a black one?
It's got old stupid stuff on it.
Oh. It was a white. Maybe it's gone.
That's an 81. I guess they changed the nose on it. Oh, was that one?
No, but that's a nice one.
That is a nice one. 86. That's a little rough.
Yeah, the one I saw was pretty nice. I guess they sold it. It was
That's
cheap.
Roshi for what he's asking for it. Let me take SS off.
I guess it's
Monte
gone.
Carlo.
Tony
Oh,
needs-
this one. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was pretty straight. That was the one.
Is this it? With the
Yeah,
Quakers?
that's it. I thought it was in pretty good condition considering how old it is.
T-top car.
Are we car shopping?
No, but that's cheap for this car.
Yeah, I didn't think it was too
$37.50.
expensive. Considering, like, I know that they go for quite a bit.
Decent project, 85 T-top, SS, not a clone, everything there, bucket seats console, does not run, needs motor trans. Okay.
Of course.
No rust, clean title, dollars torque, bullshit walk. Whoever comes first takes it home. I'm not doing any holds or delivering. Don't need the hassle. Bring a trailer, needs towed. I'll take it down when it's gone. I like that. 3/4 of the description was all of this disclaimer stuff,
Right.
you know?
Go away.
Yeah, go away.
Get off my lawn.
The seats are nice. The interior's it's got that burgundy color interior. That's really nice.
Okay, can we see?
That's a pretty clean car.
Here, I moved it.
Oops.
Kathy, can I provide you a 1981 Dodge Magnum 360 4-speed? No air though. You're in Mexico. It's a little far.
Huh. That's something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was really clean.
You know, I gotta do a motor and trans.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to do that. We
No
got enough.
dreamers or tire kickers.
Yeah. I know what I got.
Don't dream.
I know what I got.
I don't need help selling.
Yeah, that's a nice car. Well, you know,
Oh!
Whoa, what'd you do?
I broke it. You still there?
Here, wait, we gotta flip this thing down.
Okay, sorry guys. It fell.
Okay, what's this one? See, okay, it's a nice body. It's got original graphics on it. Oh, he's got it gutted.
Who wants that? Nobody's
No, I don't want a
that.
project.
Nobody has time for that.
I don't want a project.
I'm not on the sauce. Are you guys okay? All right, good. Shaglet says he's okay. Get that Monty UT.
You know what? Honestly, if it had a motor in it,
Yeah.
I would consider it.
It would make good for, because you don't do any Chevy stuff.
I know, but I don't need another project.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's a Jeep, you need another project.
That's not a project. That's a mud toy.
Let's see, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Right? Yeah.
Tony, you're supposed to be getting rid of things.
I have been. Getting a mud toy is like, that's not something, that's not like a real keeper. You know what I mean? That's like, it's a sacrificial vehicle. It's something that you're gonna hammer to the point that you just leave it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you limp it to the scrapyard when you're done messing around with it. So it's different. It's a different head.
Ari says, Tony, it's better without the motor. You can throw together whatever small block that you desire.
No, I wouldn't desire anything but a dead stock. If I had a Monty SS, I want the stock 305 in there. I want everything exactly the way it came from the factory.
Jason Fitch says, I don't need another project. Carl will be at the shop tomorrow for $2,500.
What was the thing? See, if it was just a generic, like if it was just like a Chevy Malibu or something like that, or like a non-Monty SS, and it was, okay, needed a motor transmission, I'd say, well, yeah, definitely, you could build a stroker for it or something, do something cool with it, right? Maybe put an LS in it. But the fact that it's a Monty SS, if I put that together, I want it to have like everything the way it came from the factory. So I'd be going nuts trying to find the right wire harness, clips, and all this other shit. And I just don't want to do that. I'll leave that to somebody else. Do you remember that Monty SS I put together?
Which one?
We put a 383 in it. This is the one, the one that I got the flat tire in Brooklyn and drove it on the flat.
Yeah, with Aunt Millie in the car.
With Aunt Millie in the car and the kid, remember that?
Uh-huh. We're going to see, you're driving her home.
I think we're going to see my grandfather in the hospital.
in the hospital in Brooklyn.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a black Monty, right? This is like, I don't know, like 1988, something like that, 87, 88. So I had this black Monty.
I don't
And
think we had kids yet.
yeah, the kids were in the car.
Were they in the car?
Yeah, because it was my grandmother, my Aunt Millie, and the two kids. Okay, so
your grandmother and your Aunt Millie.
yeah. So I got. So you got to picture this now, okay? You got to picture this.
They took it really well.
Yeah. So we're at the Veterans Hospital in Brooklyn, okay? And it's about a 15-mile ride from there to my grandmother's house, right? So they all go up, they visit my grandfather. I'm waiting up to keep the parking space. They come down, and it's like I said, it's my grandmother,
we were sitting in the car.
who was, I guess, maybe 80 years old at the time, my Aunt Millie, Kathy, and the two kids. And they all pile into the car. And I go to pull out of the parking space, and the driver's side front tire had gone flat while we were in there. While they were in there, and I didn't know until I was pull out of the spot. It's like, shit, okay, all right. So I pull back into the parking spot, I open a trunk, there's no spare. I didn't have a spare in the car. Fine, what are you gonna do? You know what? And now they're all like, what are you doing? This car's junk.
I didn't say that.
Not you might have said that, but my grandmother would, right?
I've never said that.
No, you wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have said that. But in other words, I was catching the heat now. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you got kids. You're driving around on these hot rods, right? So I was like, fine, I'll get you home, right? So I pull out of the parking space, and I was like, I'm just gonna run this thing on a flat, no problem, right? So I drove literally across Brooklyn, down to BQE, and all through Bensonhurst with this flat tire. Well, somewhere in between, like the tire left, the rest of the rubber left, and now I'm just running on the rim. And then at some point, I guess started braking.
Back in the back seat.
What's that?
I kept looking in the back seat.
Well, they all got real quiet.
Yeah,
Everybody got real quiet. You know what I mean? When you're driving on the highway on three wheels, and like they get real quiet. So.
But they knew you were crazy.
But you know what?
They knew what to expect.
So at some point it sheds the tire, okay? And oh, this is great now because now it's less glumpity, right? Rolled on the rim for, I guess, maybe a mile or two. And then I guess stopping, right? The rim flat spotted. And then once the rim flat spotted, it stopped rolling entirely. So I did the last, so help me, Kathy, if I'm making this up.
No, yeah.
If I'm making this up,
yeah.
okay? So I did like the
It really
last,
happened.
I did
It's
the-
pretty crazy.
I did the last 3 miles of this trip, okay, with the lower control arm just digging into the pavement, and the wheel like just completely flat on the bottom. I ground almost all the way through the road. I ground as far into the rotor as you could go without a lower control arm stopping it, and it kicked up so much asphalt. Like, do you remember when I opened the hood?
No, I don't remember when you opened the hood. Maybe I was in the car still. I don't remember.
It had dredged up so much asphalt that the whole driver's side of the motor was caked in asphalt, and the steering column disappeared under the asphalt. It was all just piled in there. So I made it back to my grandmother's house, and they were real quiet. You know, nobody's gonna say anything. I made it back to my grandmother's house, and so she lives on Cameron Court in Brooklyn, and the sidewalk. Okay, so you have the street level. Okay, and the sidewalk is a few inches above, and then they had a driveway that went down. So I pulled into the going to pull into the driveway, and the car it bottomed out on the sidewalk, and it was stuck. I couldn't get it to go one way or the other. How did I get that thing home?
I don't remember. I don't know how you got it home.
I got it home though.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I think
you went and you got another tire. You got a wheel. From
I borrowed
somebody?
somebody's car and went back home. I got a tire and a wheel
Is that
and a
what
jack
you
and
did?
everything else. Yeah, that was it.
Dodge Boy sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Says thanks. You put that towards my Monte Carlo. Right?
Do you
Right.
really want a Monte Carlo? We have all of these freaking cars.
Yeah, I know. There's something different. Well, you want another Jeep. Why can't I want a Monte Carlo?
I don't want a Jeep to have a Jeep. I want a Jeep to go wreck in the woods. So that I can keep our Jeeps nice.
Let's see. Did you have to pry grandma's fingers off the back? Hang on. Did you have to pry grandma's fingers out of the back of your seat back with a crowbar?
She was kind of used to, because I used to drive my grandmother around quite a bit for some reason. I don't remember how.
They didn't
'cause
drive.
They didn't drive, and at the time my kids were babies.
Mm-hmm.
So if we needed somebody to watch them for a day or two, whatever, I'd go to Brooklyn, pick up my grandmother. So my grandmother had been at that point. She had been like in all kinds of contraptions.
Mm-hmm.
I had a '69 Roadrunner at the time and a '68 Roadrunner. So she had already she was used to being in all of these various things going back and forth. But that was the first time I took her on one of those, just shut up rides. Just shut up, okay?
So nice. I think Aunt Millie thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, she would. She would have.
Yeah. She's like, of course. Let's see. The audience wants Kat to have a Monty. Oh, see, they decided. So.
All right, after we get some land.
Okay.
All right, land first. Land first, and I get your money.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Tony, of the different types of EV lithium batteries, which one in particular should we avoid and which is safe?
I know nothing about them. I have no idea. I do not know.
You don't know.
I do not know. I know that the ones that Toyota uses and the Prius are different, but I couldn't even tell you what they're called. And evidently they don't have that kind of problem. Beyond that, I'm clueless.
Yeah. Okay. Charlie says grandma was a closet hot rodder.
No, Aunt Millie was.
Aunt Millie, yeah.
So my aunt, right? Oh God, this is the truth. Should I even?
What? I don't know what you're gonna say.
I used to tell people that she was a rocket sled test pilot back during the war.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So
He would say that in front of her.
well, so let's say you're at a wedding or whatever, okay? A big event, and you're making small talk with people, and I would say, You know, you just making, you just talking, and you'll be like, "Is my aunt over there?" You know? She has a story. She was an official government rocket sled tester during the war. No fooling. Yeah. She was the one. You ever see those videos? You know, where they got the rocket sled and this, right? She was the pilot. You'd never know by looking at her now. She looks all kinds of, you know. I did this everywhere, all the time, any place. So after people repeatedly coming up.
Chubby Italian lady.
Yeah, she's a little chubby Italian thing, right? So after me repeatedly doing this in every kind of situation for like years, she finally like just gave in with it. So because people would walk up to her and they would say, "Thank you for your service during the war." And she'd be like, "What do you mean? You know, the rocket sled testing." Oh, okay. So after a while, she would start to go with it. And I introduced her as a rocket sled test pilot. She said, "Yeah, those were rough days. I don't remember much. The G-forces messed with my brain." I put her through a lot.
She was great.
She was great. She really was. She was the only one of my relatives that actually liked me.
Yeah. All right, so you have like 4 minutes.
That was fast.
Yeah.
All right. So then let's wrap this thing up.
Okay.
So I go by a Jeep.
Oh, here, wait. Saving Chevy says, "Hey, Uncle Kathy, can you ask Tony where I can find the Drag Racing After Death article?"
That was in Cars Illustrated. Not in print. So for a little while.
Yeah, you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah. So a person that I have to leave unnamed, right, bought all of the rights to that magazine and started an online version of it. This is in like 2014, 2015, something like that. So I contributed several stories, and one of them was that is there drag racing after death, which was really, really good. Like, it was really good. But that he pulled the plug on that whole endeavor. So when he did that, it was gone. And I don't keep copies of things, so I don't have anything like that. But yeah, I did that. For you guys who don't know, I did a whole video. I got a psychic, and her name was Rebecca. Okay, and I took her to a 7-Eleven, not a 7-Eleven, a Starbucks, and we sat outside, and she was a young girl. She was maybe 25, okay, and had no conception. I mean, like, literally no. First off, she didn't know exactly what we were going to talk about ahead of time, and she had no conception of drag racing. She had nothing. Okay.
He has a video up.
Oh my God!
He just put a video up.
But this is cooler. So I sat there with Rebecca and took her a few minutes to get dialed in. And like I said, I know there's no way she could have known any of these things. And she called out very distinct personality traits and idiosyncrasies and very detailed explanations or visualizations of car graphics and stuff like that on several different very well-known racers. And it was stuff that, like, literally nobody could know about. Like stuff that was never in magazines. Stuff that would have just been like talk around the pits. Like stuff that like Franco and I would have like had a discussion about, right? That sort of thing. And she knew all of this stuff. And she called it like dead on, right? So, but it's all gone.
So Dada says, he's talking to me about the Monte Carlo. He's sleep it over. You will feel better tomorrow. The temperature should go down.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, yes. So Ahmad's Ari Fubar 0 Mexican Spec. And I don't know if Ari DeBernia, sometimes he does a show called After the Tony. So after we go off here, he goes on there. my buddy Jamie, Dead Dodge Garage, always does a live that overlaps hours. So if you want to keep hanging out, go over to Jamie's place and tell him we
Kiwi's
sent
put
you.
up a video.
Kiwis, cookies, crumble, contortionist, contusions. What is the name of his channel? Whatever it is.
Kiwi's Classics and Customs.
Oh, there you go. Why can I never remember
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah. So he just put up a video. So go over there and like his video. What else? I don't know. That's it, right? And of course, he'll be with us on Wednesday night for Wednesday Night Tech Talk Live. Everybody contributed with Super Chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Keeps the wheels turning. Everybody contributed just at your presence and your conversation. Thank you equally. We genuinely appreciate each and every one of you guys and girls and things or whatever. I don't care who you are or what you are. It's just the way I am. So, and Kathy cares a little bit, right? You know what I mean? She cares a little bit, but I don't. I know. So,
Depends.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kiwis, calzones, and cannoli.
Kiwis, calzones, and cannolis. Do you remember when we had the invisible vampire?
What? No. What are you talking
The
about?
customer at the coffee house.
Yeah. What
They
about?
claimed that they were an invisible
Please.
vampire. Do you remember that?
This is why I don't have patience with some people. No. See, you might not care about that, but I kind of care about people who tell me that they're an invisible vampire.
Well, this was a regular.
Right. This is why I am the way I am.
So, you know, we had the coffee house. And we had every kind of thing you could imagine, right?
Invisible vampire.
Yeah. So this was like, I'm not even sure if it was a he or a she. It doesn't make any difference. But they were like a vampire, okay?
That's what they said.
Yeah, and they had like fangs, you know, but not real fangs, right? And they had like, you know, like blood. This was like their makeup. And this is what they wore every day. This is what they wore every day, right? And you know, it was like, you know, they were a vampire, but they were an invisible vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, all right, we're done for the night.
I love that sort of thing.
Oh,
See,
good
I
for
love
you.
that. I
yeah,
love
no,
that.
I don't have patience.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Have a great week.
Week.
Yeah, it's
Have a
Sunday.
great life.
Have a great
Have an
life.
awesome freaking life.
All right, go get yourself a Jeep, everyone.
Yeah.
Good night.